Hello, hello, everybody. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Everything is looking good. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yes. I just got to turn off my one mic. I always forget it. Let's see who's in this chat. Let's see. Guys, welcome back to Long Arm Tuesday. Hey, Day, how are you today? Hello, Sandra, welcome. Vivian, hey. My mods are in the house. I got Colleen and Melissa. Ellen is in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Woo. Yes, Lord. Yes. I am super duper excited about today. We're not gonna have a repeat. I pray. We're not. Okay? We're not gonna have a repeat of last week Tuesday. Things are good. You know what? Honestly, it is what it is until it should be. My pastor has a saying, it is what it is even when it is what it is even when it's not. So it is what it is. I am working on my tech. So hopefully today, if you did get a chance to catch yesterday's live, I did. I was, letting you guys, I was testing the cameras at that time as well, but letting you into me working some more on this quilt. My goal was to have it finished before this weekend, but my client gave me the wrong quilt, so it's going to take her a little bit of time to get the right quilt to me. So I am going to take my time and finish up on this one today. I'm thinking we will have time just to do the lines and go from there. Then I definitely will have it finished by this week. So, hey Tracy, welcome. Hey Katie, welcome. Again, this quilt is a memory quilt in honor of my firstborn son Trévyon, and hopefully, when it's done, not hopefully, let's scratch hopefully. When it's completed, I will of course label it and bind it. I will be sending it over to the hospital he was born at. It is one of the military main hospitals in Seoul, Korea. So I'm looking forward to getting this baby done and getting it to where it needs to be. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Alexa, set timer for 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Hey, Susan. I don't know why I'm like really, well, no, I'm not. Let me get some water. Nervous about today, but I'm not because been here, done that. We're going to get the ball going. Before I start, last week I was using the channel locks. That was just too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. I'm going to use my rulers. This ruler is my favorite one for my hand, and it is the Quilting Pineapples 5-inch ruler. I also have which ruler is this? The 12-inch ruler here by her. Love these rulers. Love them. I didn't link them, so I got to do that. And as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm going and I'm finding, again, if you weren't here last week, Tuesday, that these rulers are marked. Every quarter inch is marked. So I am putting my line on my previously stitched line. I'm putting it on, let me go a little closer to the camera. I'm putting it right on this first line, which is a quarter inch. But remember, my presser foot, my foot on my long arm is also a quarter inch. So what that's going to create is a ½ inch spacing in between the lines. So I'm putting my previously stitched line, this line right here, lining it up with this ruler, on the first line of the ruler, and making sure that my presser foot is bumped up against this ruler, and then I am going to glide it across. Now, when I start the machine, if I feel like I'm up just a little far, I just back it up to the ruler. In this case, I'm a little far, backed it up a step, now I'm about to go. And make sure that I am stable. And I got my hand on it, I'm watching it. It doesn't bother me when my presser foot touch the side of my hand, as long as it's not up going under the needle, I'm good with that. That beep is letting me know, sometimes it'll let me know that, hey, you going a little too slow. Then I'm gonna rock my stitch. And when I rock it back and forth, I'm locking it. So when I do this jump stitch, going across the aisle here, and what's happened is it's off just a little bit. So I'm going to use this ruler so I can gently guide it back. Oh no, it's not. Gently guide it back. It looked off when I had that other ruler. I'm jumping the stitch, bringing it back down right in the ditch. Yep, I'm off a little bit. I'm going to go back it up. There we go. Then I'm going to start off with this ruler. Making sure I'm in position. Switch out. Now I can go to my smaller ruler because it fits better in my hand. I'm going to come in and check just a minute. Yeah, I know. Oh, Colleen said she had no volume. It was all her. Woo, thank goodness. Hey, Angel. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Shirley, thank you so much for coming. Yes. keep going. Yeah, I know, I know. Now, if you watched yesterday's video, I had to pull out Jack. I often try not to pull out Jack, especially when it's free motion quilting. It got to be really bad for me to pull out Jack. Well, yesterday I got a hand cramp. That joker hit me and them stitches went off, okay? I was like, oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. And it was when I was trying to hold these rulers. So, yeah, it happened. It happened. I told you don't like when I do. And to prevent myself from getting hand cramps, I do have to stop and start, move my hand so it will help relax my hand more. And do not put a death grip on these rulers. I'm laughing at my own self because I know my posture is probably looking all kind of crazy. And what I'm doing is I'm taking pressure off this bad leg of mine. So don't do as I do, okay? Because sometimes I have to stand a crazy way to get this pressure off my hips and off my neck. So don't do as I do because I got a reason why I'm looking, kind of afflicted over here, okay? But yeah, I'm taking pressure off my hips. Now, what happened was I felt a little bump. My ruler base hit my clamp. So only thing I'm gonna do, my stick was not where I need it to be, so now I'm bringing it up so it can glide up under it. So that was my fault. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's in the chat. 15 minutes water break. Okay. Thank you. Oh, you already know what you're gonna name your mid arm when you get her, Ellen, or long arm. That's right. Name these babies. Tracy said she gonna name hers. Mama doesn't know what she's doing. Yes. Yes, Tafari. Tafari means he who inspires awe. And I think as a quilter, we all inspire with our work. So I felt that, and it's also Cameroonian. I did a ancestry DNA kit, and at first I was like, yeah, right, all that. But when it started linking me to cousins that I know that I had, I was like, "Ooh, there's something behind this thing. It's for real, for real." And then I gave my son one for Christmas. I gave my husband one for Christmas and all that too. But I knew I gave my son one, and it did come back with me as his parent. So I knew at that point in time it was, valid because you don't give them any detail. Only thing you're giving them is spit. Okay. So when I found out that I was about like 80 something percent Cameroonian and then I was Nigerian, I was like, yes, my people. And then it came to like 1% Irish, 1% Asian, Great Britain. And I know a lot of the slaves came through the Great Britain area, so I already knew that there was going to be there. The Native American was there, like my family say it was. But the one that surprised me most was the 1% Irish because I do have a cousin with red hair. We were like, girl, how you get that hair? And we put out some pictures from way back, and it was a gentleman. In one of the pictures, I do remember he had red hair, and I was like, oh, that was my great great, um, my great my not my. It was my dad's mother, her siblings, and then it was another generation. Their mother. It was in that line where we had the Irish come from. So that made full sense to me because it came down. Of course, it came from my mom and my dad and his people and all that kind of stuff. So I was surprised to see that, and it was just if you get a chance, especially around Christmas time when they go on sale, that's when you catch it. Okay, but yeah. So I did some digging and I found the name. I looked up all the names, not all, most of the names, especially the ones I could try to pronounce and come up. It had to have some kind of Christian meaning and or artsy meaning. And he who inspires awe. That's how I came up with his name. And my sewing machines also have names. They are names that mean peace because I usually peace with them. I needed Shalom and Zola to be peace. So that's how I came up with my machine name. she had to name her long arm roof because that's where it's gonna be sitting at. Yes, it's important to find out like or try to get a sense of where you come from because I know for a fact, and maybe because when I say for a fact, it was more than just my family, okay? And I'm trying really hard not to say this and hurt. I'm not going to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that because I do know there is a lot of African American people who don't have good hair. Automatically, oh, I got Indian in my family, okay? And a lot of us grew up believing that or thinking that, and you could have just had good hair, okay? And so it was amazing for me to see that I was only 1% Native American. However, if we did the DNA on my great grandma, now you couldn't tell that she was black at all because she looked like 100% Indian. And so it just didn't trickle down into my DNA. It is so funny because I'm like, oh yeah, we got Indian. Well, which one? And they're like, I don't know. But it's funny to me. My family, gotta love them. They probably like, girl, we telling our business. And that goes to like, and I'm hoping that it'll eventually that a young black woman will come and look at this channel and be inspired by quilting or whatever, who's inspired by quilting, to hear this conversation because growing up, if your hair was like my hair is naturally curly, it's like a tight coil. I couldn't appreciate it then, okay, when I was younger because it was considered nappy hair. Um, but not until I got older, not until when it was okay. I'm not gonna say okay to be black, but it was okay to accept your blackness, as I might say, to accept it. All of a sudden, within the past 10 years, I mean, black is beautiful. I mean, where was y'all when I was growing up? Because I was on the struggle bus, okay? And learning to love my hair, finding out all about the textures and stuff like that, and knowing how well my hair is strong as I don't know what, okay? Knowing the history behind our hair, just knowing that, oh, I stopped doing relaxers and stuff because I wanted my the relationship to cancer and women who keep getting those relaxers, the numbers are crazy high. So I stopped doing all that to myself, and I stopped letting all the keep dyeing it over and over again because I felt like I was dyeing my hair every month because every time I turned around, I was getting gray. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna fight that battle. I'm just gonna go gray. I'm gonna be who God made me to be. The only dye that I get in my hair now is my green, and that's on the back end, and it's not all the way up to the scalp. So yeah, we're gonna do that. But yeah, no. No, our hair, we have beautiful hair. So I'm talking loud enough. As you can see, that door is open and Vincent standing there looking at me, being my supervisor. Enough to let my daughter know because sometimes it's still a struggle with children to this day that our hair is not good enough. So, yes. Enough about that. You gotta come here for hair. you're working on. I know. Thank you. It's so much faster with doing it with just the ruler than the channel lock. I'll be in the chat in just a minute because I know somebody has something to say. Amy is quilting placemats. Cool. Amy, are those the placemats for the Meals for Wheels? I think so. Ellen is making 3-yard ponchos. Colleen, I'm still praying that the headache go away, especially so you can rest tonight. Colleen said she wants some bacon. Girl, me too. Ellen said she don't dye her hair, she leave it with the gray. Girl, rock on, rock on. I will get some water in just a second, Melissa. She said gray tones down the beauty. It enhances it, baby. It enhances it. Yes, so no, yeah, I thought my husband was gonna have a fit when I said I'm not fighting with that gray hair no more. I'm not fighting with it no more. He was like, okay. Thank you, Colleen. She said your hair is beautiful. He sure is. But you think your husband's smarter than he? I think, yeah, he is. Well, because he's not into like the being vain. And he's so happy that I'm not like, I have to be 100% who I am not all the time. And he likes it. He likes it. But when I do dial up, well, gee, he like her too. He love her. When I was into makeup, I used to make up my face all the time. So he never knew who he was gonna come home to. And he'll give me a new name every day. I love that man. I love you, that man. You hear me? you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I know. I can turn that sensor off. Maybe I'll do that next time if I remember to. That's my problem. I won't remember to turn it back on, and I'll be using it on the doing a computer pattern, and I don't hear it when it's telling me if my thread is broken or I'm out of bobbin. It's not letting me know. And why it's beeping right now is because my check spring is not moving when I'm slowing down. It's not moving fast enough for how it's set. Something happened right there. There is no thread break. Making sure nothing else is going on. Yes, he also likes that I clean up really, 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 really well. He's like, who is she? Can I get it? Can I get your number? Okay, silly. Let's not do that. We're not gonna continue to do that, okay? We are not gonna continue to work that like that. It's like I'm slowing down to make sure I don't go past or too far. It doesn't like it. I know. I got some water. What's on? Woo. Had to pull that hair up off my neck. It's hot. Got on a border on that one. But guess what? And it's still gonna be okay. By the time I put that ribbon candy on top of it, who is going to care? It mess can get tiresome. Going back and forth. And what I'm watching for now is my back end, so I'll know how far I can come. Now I can see that I stopped my basting stitches. I probably have about 3, 4 more times to come down this way, back and forth. One, two, 3, 4. Ended up on this side 4, and then I will advance so I can finish this section, because now I could stop and do my ribbon candy down in this area, but I'm not going to do that until I have the majority of this section right here in the middle of the frame, so I can start here and end here without having to find myself breaking off in the ditch and then coming back on. Sometimes that, just for continuity, you want to make sure you stop in a ditch so you can come back easily in it. But if I can put this part in the frame, in the middle of the frame, I can start here and then end here in one swoop. That is the goal. For the green part, I am going to do, really planned on leaving it as is. I was going to do a stitch in the ditch around the letter, but in the green, I think I'm going to do some, not small pebbles, just some bigger pebbles. And then, of course, on the borders, I'll have to work in the borders. But the back is looking beautiful. Very pretty, very pretty. I just saw a thread in the back. I wanted to get it. But, yeah. If you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know. Again, what I'm doing is, you might hear it referred to as matchstick quilting or line quilting. So I'm just doing lines in these bigger panel parts. So I figure it can go both ways for male or female. And then ribbon candy is a nice, easy pattern, beginner pattern to put in the sashing in between. Pebbling again in the green, just to make that bead pop a little bit. Or a small, I don't want to do a small meander. I think I'm going to do pebbles. Because with the pebbling, it'll be easier to go in between. So I will do that, and then I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do in this box right here. I might just echo that box a couple of times. Oh, Amy, I am so sorry. I know that feeling. But at least you didn't run out of backing. I was going to say something else, but I couldn't. Yeah. That person in the chat, she know what I'm talking about too. I ran out of backing, but she did something else. I think I went too far. That's what I get for talking about people. You see what happened when you talk about folks? Your stuff get jacked up. Right? I don't know nobody who else played it either, but that day, I don't know what the heck. I normally Thank you, Alexa. Stop, Alexa. Alexa, stop the timer. Thank you. She's telling me I'm done. So I'm going to finish this line and be done. So, mods, you can go ahead and start dropping links, please, to people that's been in this chat and talking. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. On these days, I have to be really, really mindful and make sure that I'm taking care of my back and hips and all that kind of stuff. Because if I don't, my body is gonna tell me a story. And the good news is I beat the rain. Do you hear that? That's Benson. Benson. Really? Really? They can see you. He needs a haircut. He getting it Friday. They done changed his appointment from Monday to Wednesday, now to Friday. Why you sniffing me? I'm done. Hey. What color thread I'm using? I am using 3009. It's called Colonial Gray. And it's Omni thread by Superior Threads. Yeah, he had he's up there scratching, trying to make his flow comfortable. Like it's don't get any more comfortable. Now he's laying down at the back of the machine. So guys, yes, thank you so much for putting those in there. I do appreciate it, mods. I do appreciate all of you. I appreciate the hard work. I appreciate you allow me to take up your time on these days that I do have lives, that you come and you're being faithful and consistent. I do not pay you guys. You guys already know this. I do appreciate every mod that I have. I love you all. And I will try my best not to text y'all. Oh, that's okay, Colleen. That is okay. So, guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed your Tuesday evening. It's about to start raining here, so your girl is happy that she was able to get some time in. I will be getting a little bit more time in today with it. Hopefully, I can finish this before it comes, because as soon as it comes, I am going to be unplugging Tafari to keep all of us safe, okay? To keep us all safe. But yes, I'm hoping to do a couple more lives this week prior to doing the one on Friday at 3 p.m. They're going to be impromptu. I can't tell you what time because, honey, I don't know. Okay? I just don't know. And yeah. So there are people I do know that have requested prayer. We're asking that you continue to keep Lori in prayer. from Quilting in the Country. I'm asking to keep, dang it, I keep forgetting to ask one of my friends if she can get prayer, if I can mention it here. But just pray for everybody that's in it. Look, let's do this. Let's pray for everybody that's in the chat and not in the chat, okay? And that will cover everybody. But specific prayer is for Moria Quilted in the Country. Nancy, I'm not sure, I hadn't seen her lately to find out how her husband is for Guess Who Nancy. If your thing is not prayer, please don't be offended. Do what you do. Send good thoughts or whatever. I am a praying woman. So I'm going to say prayer, okay? Love you. So please keep them in prayer. And my mind is going blank because I don't have, like, pray that Colleen's headache go away. Yes. So, yeah. So that's it, guys. Until I catch you either on one of those impromptu lives, and if I don't, I'll see you Friday at 3 p.m. You guys have an amazing rest of your evening. Stay safe. God bless. I love you.